In a small town nestled in the hills of northern Italy, there lived a boy named Luca. He was born with a heart defect that made him too weak to run, too fragile to play like the others, and often too sick to even go to school. But Luca had one thing: music. He played the old piano in his grandmother's house with more passion than anyone had ever heard. The notes were not just melodies, they were prayers, dreams, and pieces of his soul. His grandmother, Nonna Rosa, was his greatest fan. She had raised Luca since his parents died in a car accident when he was 5. Every evening, she would sit by his side with her knitting needles, listening to him play the same Chopin nocturne he loved so much. Someday, she'd whisper, "You'll fill a concert hall, and everyone will cry hearing your heart in those keys." But time was cruel. At 15, Luca's condition worsened. Doctors told Nonna Rosa he might not live past 18 without a transplant, but donors were scarce. Hospital visits became more frequent. His fingers weakened. Some days he couldn't even lift his arms to reach the piano. One winter, snow blanketed the town, and Luca was admitted for the last time. The piano sat silent. Nonna Rosa visited every day, but each time she left the hospital, she cried in the snow, praying for a miracle that never came. And then, one night, just days before Christmas, the nurses found a note on his bed. "If I can't be the one playing music, maybe I can become it." Luca had made a final decision. His heart, if it stopped, would go to someone else. He passed away in his sleep that night, aged 17. Months later, in a city miles away, a girl named Sofia, 12, was given a second chance at life. She had lived with a failing heart since birth, never knowing what it was like to breathe freely. The transplant saved her, but it also brought something else: music. Sofia had never touched a piano before, but weeks after the surgery, she sat at the one in her hospital's music room, and, to the astonishment of everyone, her hands played the same nocturne Luca had loved. Perfectly, as if she had known it her whole life. Doctors called it muscle memory. Her mother called it a miracle. Nonna Rosa, heartbroken but hopeful, received a letter months later. It was from Sofia's mother. It simply read, "Greater than, my daughter says she dreams of a boy who plays this song in the snow. She doesn't know his name, but I think he saved more than her life. He gave her his song." Nonna Rosa traveled to meet Sofia. She sat beside her as the young girl played, and when the last note rang out, tears streamed down the old woman's face, not of grief, but of the deepest, purest joy. Luca had filled a concert hall after all, just not the one anyone expected. Left and right. Moral: sometimes we don't get to live our dreams, but with love, sacrifice, and heart, we can become someone else's.